I've just made it into the polytunnel. It has started to rain and it's getting to that season now of blight. You know, blight season is kind of creeping in. You know, if we get some humid days now with the rain, it's bad news for the tomatoes, but so far they're looking okay. As long as you keep good ventilation in your greenhouse and your polytunnel, that does help a lot as well. But I've come over, I'm in shorts, yeah, clever Danny, and I'm going to do a bit in the polytunnel. Hopefully it'll settle outside, because there is more jobs as always. But thank you so much everyone who sent me some lovely comments on the last video. Honestly, it definitely perked me up, and yeah, let's bring on 2026 growing season. So I've popped the fans on just to make sure that there's some good airflow in the polytunnel. I'm hoping the rain will just die down. I think we're going to have little intermittent tiny showers, I think, and yeah, then we can crack on outside. So if you haven't already, get yourself some paper seed packets. I mean, you can buy these online, they're quite cheap. I've had these ones for quite a while now, but yeah, get out there, get a tray, a mushroom tray or something like that. Collect your seeds now, let them dry out for a couple of weeks, and then store them in some paper bags, and they'll be ready for next year. So now's the time really for you to be thinking, how can I save money on my garden for next year? So be productive now and think, I've had as many harvests as I can get. Keep cropping as well, but if you see them going over or they're a bit too stringy on the vines like the beans, leave them now, let them pod up, let them dry out, and they'll be perfect to be growing next year. So as you can see, the beans now are starting to really now bulk up, but you can see here these ones have dried out. These are perfect. I mean, if you listen, you can hear them rattling inside here. Now this is papery, it's ready, and inside you've got some perfect runner beans to plant next year. And I'll be doing the same with the sunflowers. You'll get a sunflower head like this, you take it off, and look, if you look inside, there's plenty of sunflower seeds there. I mean, a lot of them are probably falling out, or the birds have had them as well. I will leave a few on, you know, just to feed the wildlife, but I'll also be keeping some for next year. The same applies to calendula, zinnias, the cosmos when they go over, my Blauhilde beans, sweet peas, marigolds ready for the polytunnel next year. I mean, this little bud alone will have about 100 or so seeds in there ready for next year. Now this one's called Dandy Stripe, so I definitely want to keep those. And many other flowers around the garden. Just go around, you know, what's the worst that can happen? Even poppy heads now are ready. It'll just save you some money later on, and trust me, it all adds up. So I'm on to my third harvest of figs this year. Now I'm checking them quite often to make sure that I'm not losing any this year. I have lost a few, but I'm still getting some nice decent figs to eat or give away. Beautiful. It is feeling more and more like autumn in the garden now. Now everything is starting to go yellow. The leaves are actually dropping off the trees quicker than usual. I mean, we're at the end of August now, but it's feeling like the end of September. It's definitely come quicker this year than usual. Everything now is starting to die down, and you can see all the plot holders are starting to strip back their plots, save seed, and start thinking about next year's garden, and I cannot wait. We've got a pile of tomatoes again to pick here. I mean, I am canning and pressure cooking them down, ready for sauces. And I've prepared quite a bit this year, but a lot of it, actually, I haven't made it as complicated as I usually do. I normally can a lot in jars, but this year I found just pressure cooking it down in like my Ninja pressure cooker with some onions and some stock and making soups and sauces. It's just so much easier, just blending it down in there, and then I let it cool down, pop it in sandwich bags labelled, lay them flat, and inside the freezer now they're all just stacked up, and they all look like a library of sauces ready for autumn and winter use. Now, I don't think it's going to come to much, but these are the bottle gourds. Now, I have got a few growing on here. I was very late planting this out, and to be honest, I can't see them coming to anything, but if it does, it does. But if not, I'm happy with these flowers in the polytunnel. I mean, they're absolutely beautiful. But fingers crossed, we'll get a little bottle gourd. There's 2 on here. Maybe we'll get something later on, but I'm not really worried if it happens or not. But it's a lesson for next year to grow them earlier. And that's definitely something that I'm taking forward for next year, like I mentioned. I'm just not stressing about it anymore. I mean, if it fails, it fails. You know what I mean? I'm not competing with anyone, so why do you need to have successes all the time? We all know that doesn't happen, so if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'll try again next year. And that's the way I'm going with everything now. So this bed definitely needs another weeding through. I mean, these are the leeks. I mean, they're at different stages. Granted, they're different varieties. So I will go through, and I'm glad that I've labelled them for which ones they are. Speaking of leeks, I kept some in the polytunnel, and they've been in here all summer growing, and they look like huge pieces of grass now. They are for Linda over at the Feelgood garden, so let's pop over. I'm going to put them in a jar of water or something, and then when she pops over in the next couple of days, she can plant them out. So hopefully she'll get some later on in the season, but I'm sure I've got plenty here. But yeah, it wouldn't be a season for me if I didn't give Linda some leeks. And who knows, I might end up getting them back. It's just the way this plot goes sometimes. They might survive, they might thrive. Who knows? But between me and Linda, I'm sure we'll have plenty of leeks. I mean, it's Wales. You've got to have leeks. So I've got the leek seedlings. I mean, they're pretty healthy. I mean, these are beautiful, really. And some of them are actually better than the ones I've got in the ground. So I'm thinking, I've got 6 here that I've taken off already as well for myself, because I have got some gaps in some of the leek beds that they just didn't take because of all that heat wave. So I'm going to keep a few, and then I'm going to plant them out in a minute. But yeah, let's go drop these over at the Feelgood garden, and hopefully we can catch up with Cheryl and we can have a look around her plot, because I want to show you something that I want to try this year as well. And yeah, it's one of those gardening traditions, quite traditional thing to do, but I'm going to give it a go this year. And while I'm at it, I know she enjoys figs, so I'm going to give her some figs as well. I brought you some more figs, Cheryl.
Oh, that's really kind.
What are you up to?
Well, my son wants a wildflower meadow in his garden, so I put some birdfoot trefoil in there, which stops the grass growing.
Oh.
So I've been collecting the seed.
I've been doing that today as well.
Yeah.
There you are.
Thank you very much. The other figs were beautiful, big with honey, balsamic, olive oil and salt and pepper.
Oh, you'll have to show me a picture. I'll pop it on the screen.
That'd be great. Thank
yeah.
you so much,
Your chicky cooey's looking good as well.
I know, we're so lucky to have it. Again, that's a plant from you, because I didn't do any pumpkins
Yeah.
this year. And then the other one's from you as well, but I don't know what it is.
No, I don't know what it is either. Maybe the viewers will know. It's quite a peach colour, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a nice colour.
It's beautiful, but
Yeah, I don't know.
no, not that really bothers me, as you know.
No.
I've been good this year in trying to do labelling, but it's grown and that's
Yeah.
the main thing.
What's that label say there?
Pumpkin.
Oh,
Oh no!
rocket. It don't look like that though, do it?
It's a different shape. It doesn't look
Yeah.
like that, does it?
No. So I'm in Linda's shed, the cafe. I'm looking for a little jar or something to put these leeks in. Yeah. Could put it in a wine glass. I mean, I'm joking, but we actually are. I mean, it seems fitting, right? There we go. Cheers, Lind. Would help if I shut the shed. So my guts for garters. So what are you doing here, Cheryl?
Well, as you know, I like to be ahead for autumn, and this was a section of brassicas that we had a good crop from, but they'd sort of gone over a little bit, and the sprouts on this section were not really good. So I decided to dig a trench, and then I chop everything and put it in, and then I'll leave that to dry. I'll add things to it as things die off and I've saved seed where I can, and then I'll cover it and it'll enrich the ground for next year.
Yes, is it called trenching, is it?
Yes, yeah. You can do it at home as well. I do it at home sometimes. I'll go out, if the compost bins are a bit full, I'll dig a hole, put veg peelings in it, cover them over with some, and then that enriches the ground. I believe in doing that because it's sending things back to the earth, and it's a good process.
Yeah.
All natural.
Oh, thanks, Cheryl.
That's okay.
When are you starting the channel?
Oh, no, I don't think so, no. It's a bit too much. I quite like the, taking pictures.
You've got your Instagram, haven't you?
I like that, yeah. It's a bit
we'll
like
pop your Instagram by you.
Oh, thank you so much. And I'm really grateful. And it's a good community. All gardening communities are really great. Everybody shares hints and tips, so I'm really pleased with it. Thank you.
What's going on over here, Jonathan? Welcome to the channel. Blooming hell. Like a tomato factory in here.
Last dregs, mate.
God, you've done well in this tunnel.
It's all in the construction, isn't it?
Look at that. It's a show off, isn't he? Right, what's going on with you, Johnny? Are these the beds you're giving me?
Yes, these, yeah. You're welcome to all these. I'm going non-wood.
Going back to the ground, are you?
Yeah, like this strip, yeah.
Yeah. God, you've got loads of tomatoes there as well. Nice. Oh God, here comes the rain. Oh, that was nice just to catch up with Johnny and see how he's going on. I mean, sometimes you miss plot holders for a season sometimes because you're like passing ships in the wind. Oh, the rain is coming down now, but I'm just going to carry on doing a few jobs in the polytunnel, I think. Pop the radio on, a podcast, and yeah. I mean, this is a great thing about having a polytunnel or a greenhouse or a potting shed or some form of structure on your plot, is that you can get out of the rain and some shade in the heat. So yeah, if you can do that on your garden. I know some plot holders, they're not allowed to put any structures on their site at all, and I think that's such a shame, because whether you use it to hide out of, like I said, the rain or the sun, sometimes it's nice to have a little den there as well, just to bury a few things away, somewhere for you to escape. And yeah, I'm going to be doing that very soon, actually. I know I've talked about it all midsummer, but the new potting shed area is, honestly, it's right there. It's so close now. I got a few more things that I'm going to pop to the salvage yard on the weekend and get a bit of timber, and then it'll be build time. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to be doing any brassicas in the polytunnel over winter, and technically I'm not, but technically I am, because I am doing some spring cabbages. Now, what I meant was I'm not going to be doing any winter brassicas and stuff like that. I am going to do a few Durham early. I normally do April, but I normally do like an April cabbage, but I'm going to be doing the Durham early. Now, I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm just going to sprinkle a few in. I'm not going to do it in modules. I'm just going to put them into the bed and then prick them out later on and see what happens. But they're just going to be left to their own devices. And I've also got some Carrot Autumn King as well. Now, I'm going to again sprinkle these outside and hope for the best. There's no fuss, no faff. I'm not going to be preparing a whole bed for it. These are just going to go in, and if they work, they work, and if they don't, well, they don't. And that's my new casual approach. I'm not going to be going like that with everything. I mean, in spring, this is going to be turning into like the garden nursery that it normally does. But for the next couple of months, I'm going to have a nice relaxed time at the garden, focus on the builds, focus on preparing all the garden, the soil, the beds, all the new planting areas that I've got planned. So I am looking forward to showing you what I've got planned, because a few things have changed, of course, but I'm going to be definitely sorting out that potting shed very soon, and I cannot wait to have all the glass windows going around. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I cannot wait now, and it's one of my favorite things to do is DIY building and creating a nice space that I've always wanted on the plot. So yeah, and then there'll be a nice patio area outside, because I've been told as well that I should have a nice little patio area outside so that when people come here they got somewhere to sit as well. So yes, that's definitely on the agenda. So I've got my trug. I'm going to fill it up now with as much things that are ripe and ready to go back home. And yeah, I'm going to do that, get that out of the way, because the rain is just going to keep coming down. I think it's going to be a day of it. So I'm just going to get outside, bring all those tomatoes in and sow some carrots. And this is the perfect time to be sowing carrots, really, when the soil now is nice and damp, and hopefully this will work. We shall see. So I've got a little area here that I'm gonna rake out, and this is just on the side of the leek beds really, but it'll be perfect because this is all going to be netted soon because of the allium leaf miner, so I may as well. And I mean, I'm not doing nothing fancy here. I'm literally just going to put a few carrots in, and we'll hope that we'll get something. And I mean, if I get nothing, does it really matter? It's worth a go anyway. There we go. Look at that for wild gardening. Now I'm picking these ones here, and these are called Peckville Andre. Now I can see why these were named after a peach. I mean, look at that. I mean, they look like, well, they actually look like little peaches. So yeah, I got these from Real Seeds, and I mean, I tried for a few years out the seed packet, and every year they never came to nothing, they never germinated. And the last seed in the packet I tried this year, and look, we've got some. So I'm so pleased. I'm going to keep some of these for seed now. I mean, I'll try them first to see if I like them, but they look like beautiful, nice peachy tomatoes. Now I'm at the stage where a lot of them now I'm just popping into the pressure cooker and condensing them down to sauces. And you know, you've had your taste tests and you've enjoyed sharing them with friends and family for the strange colours and the tastes. But for now, it's for autumn and winter food. So I'm looking forward to getting all this stripped back in the next month or so. And I mean, look at these as well. These were the mystery tomato. I can't work out what they were. So if you know in the comments, let me know what this is. It was called mystery tomato, and I mentioned it when I did my tomato video, but they've kind of stayed orange. They're quite squat. I mean, they're kind of Alice's Dream sort of style, but they're quite small, so who knows. But there's something beautiful about putting all different colour tomatoes in a trug, and yeah, it's just like a rainbow of tomatoes, and it just shows you that when you're a child and you're taught that tomatoes are round and red, that they were fibbing. These are Tigerella, and another favourite of mine. I just like the little stripes on them. So we've got some more of them. No, we no, we haven't. What's going on? So this was supposed to be Tigerella, and it's a cherry tomato. So it just goes to show that something strange has happened there. But I don't know. That was definitely supposed to be Tigerella though. Oh. Do you know what, these paprika, honestly, oh my god, these are smoked paprika, and oh my god, Robin Garden sent me these ones. I had a few varieties over there, but this one's called a smoked paprika, and wow, honestly I cannot wait. I think I'm going to put this into the tomatoes and roast them down, and that smells amazing. So if you're looking for a nice pepper, smoked paprika is the one, I think. Oh, it's gorgeous. So the elephant garlic now have all dried right up, and I'm going to chop them about 2 or 3 inches from the bottom, so that like this I can then compost the remaining foliage. I mean, you don't want all this hanging about, but yeah, the elephant garlic now is ready. Now whatever you do, do not separate this clothes until you need to. You want to keep them like this, they store better like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to growing elephant garlic again this year. I mean, these have been saved now for God since I started growing at the allotment site, so they're a good 4 or 5 years old. But I'll be keeping a few, keeping the biggest cloves, and the remaining will be roasted now in some oil, and I might even add some to the sauces as well, so that's a good thought. Now I may as well sprinkle a few in the actual carrot bin over here that I've covered over as well, so we'll do that. So I've covered the bed over, but it's going to rain all day today, so I think I'll put a few in here as well. And I mean, I've got the seeds, so why not hope for the best. Now you want to leave a few gaps as well, but I'm doing this quite densely really, so I hope I haven't got to thin it out too much, but I'm not worried. Now next year the plan is to make a large bin here, or somewhere on the allotment, so that I've got a full large bed of carrots rather than this. This was a trial. This has all been sieved compost that was saved from potatoes in past. So there is plans to have a designated carrot and parsnip bed. Now I'll let the rain do its thing. I'm not going to water this. I'm going to let Mother Nature do her thing. Right, these leeks. Little jobs before the rain. So we have got a few gaps here that I don't want to waste. So I'm thinking if I just make a few holes, and hopefully these leeks will do well. Need a bigger pole. There we go. Drop him in and hope for the best. Hopefully they'll perk up and we'll get an extra couple of leeks. This isn't a weed, this is actually some self-sown rocket, and I was hoping it'd get a bit bigger, but it hasn't. But that happens. Oh, we've got a bit of rust on here. That's not good news. These are the northern lights as well, so I'm not happy about that news. That's a shame. I hope that they'll be okay. Now these are the northern lights, and they're something that I'm looking forward to this year, and I hope that they don't succumb to rust. And these ones are called blue soleils. They're another blue variety, and apparently they tolerate the frost better, so we shall see. Do I need all these leeks? Probably not, but they're here and they're going in. And the funny thing is, now I'm stood here in the garden, there's still loads and loads of plants and foliage around. And in the next month or two, the only thing left will be those leeks at the fig and olive plot. Everything else will be stripped back, composted, all gone back to Mother Nature. I'm Danny and this is Grow Up.